Alrighty, everybody, we are back for game 2. This time I am joined by Gunner Dota.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It was pretty rough casting alone. I can't say I
You did
enjoyed
good,
it.
man.
But
Pleasure to
here we
listen
are,
to.
game 2. Truffle Salt opening with the Wisp Gyro. Black Sheep countering with the tiny Earthshaker. So they let the Wisp through. They decided to ban the Enigma this game.
Yuma is too annoying for the safe lane, I think, but Truffle saw like insta-pick the combo, so they definitely have played this before.
Oh yeah, Bleak is a pretty sharp Wisp player.
Grand Ogre, special.
Of course, of course. If you let it through, they'll take it. So we do have some good counter initiation for this Gyro Wisp combo so far, though. I'm curious if they pick anything else up. I do like the bans from Truffle Salt leading into the Gyro Wisp. They banned the Silencer and the Winter Wyvern and the Weaver, actually. So
Yeah, they banned a
I
bunch
think
of.
the bans actually kind of told the story of what they were going to do. I probably would have looked at it different if I was the drafter of Black Sheep.
I'm surprised about the second phase bans though. They just banned like a Bloodseeker and a Tinker. I don't really see a reason. I feel like Bloodseeker's okay against Wisp because you can like rupture the target, right?
Yeah.
I force them to stand still, which they don't want to do because they're like a fast duo. But
I'm not sure. I'm just curious what God Z has planned since he is the stand-in captain for them drafting at the moment.
and there's no B9.
Yeah, so team isn't looking too fantastic without B9. Is that Monster on their
I
team?
believe it is not Monster. I
Yeah,
believe it's
that's
just
what I thought it was. I
player
thought it
called.
wasn't.
Apparently, his name is Pig Monster officially.
Oh. So we get a Mirana coming out.
Instant mag.
Oh, I like this.
I've been seeing a lot of mag recently. I think the hero's pretty strong. There's no melee core yet. Still like 10th pick a melee core for mid.
Yeah, like an Ember or something like that.
Yeah, but I think it's okay with Gyro. Gyro has lower damage. He doesn't like have insane base damage.
Yeah.
I don't think the powers can do an insane amount.
It'll help though, for sure.
It'll help, yeah, mid game. Once he gets like some agi items.
Yeah, and then like you think
Butterfly.
about it though with the Wisp, like it's gonna be that much extra on each hit though.
True.
So I think this Magnus hero just requires like a lot of finesse to play. So like the player playing it needs to be like really, really sound at like game. I have really good game sense and understanding.
I think it's a balance between wanting to play with your like core so that you can keep empowering him so he can keep farming, and wanting to get like your own farm because like Max still wants his own farm. You want like Blink, you want Force Staff, your Shadow Blade, BKB Refresher. There's like a lot of good items on that hero. So it feels bad if you like aren't able to farm a bunch of items.
Yeah, but at the same time, he could still do a lot with just.
You can just do it, yeah.
All it takes is one, you know, and the game
One good
could be
RP.
changed. So curious now what Black Sheep is gonna pick up the Morphling. Known to
It's
be pretty good
okay.
against Gyro.
Yeah, it's fairly good against Gyro. It goes both ways, I think, because the Gyro Wisp will output so much damage that it might be they might be able to like kill the Morphling really quickly before even if he's in like Strength Morph. But like as you said, like if he turns into Gyro, he gets the flat cannon. Like click everything. They don't have much stuns. They have like RP and an Ogre Fire Blast. They don't have a lot of lockdown.
Hope this game goes to level 25. So we see this Wisp with the flak.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
See Morphling turn into Ogre, get some multicasts.
Oh yeah.
Bloodlust himself.
Empower himself. I don't know. Multicast is probably better, or Bloodlust
I think
is
right
probably
now
better.
an Ember ban would be pretty good for Black Sheep. They should like almost 100% ban it because I think it's very good with Mag. It's good against Mirana.
It's good setup.
Ban it.
Yep, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good setup for the relocate.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to pick a 5 here. I think they could put this Tiny 4. I believe they've done that before. It's most likely a Mirana mid. Ush, that's like one of his favorite heroes.
Yeah, and they actually banned the Bane last from Truffle Salt. I think it's a really good ban.
They're gonna want something that can kind of control this gyro in the fight, which could have been the
10
Bane.
seconds remaining.
Now there's not really many supports. Pick a Dark Willow. I don't know how I feel about that. It is Takanka pick.
Ooh. Yeah,
I like
that's a God Z hero, Dark Willow. He likes playing it as 5. I don't think it's a very good 5, but he likes it.
It used to be ran as 5, but I think after the nerfs, like need the higher levels on the hero, because like all your spells deal lower damage at each level. So like you don't deal as much damage as you did at like
Yeah,
lower
you can't
levels.
like destroy anybody till you're level 12.
Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's okay, you can set up on like reloads with like your Bramble, your like Terrorize is good. But I don't know if this gyro gets a BKB.
And also, like, the Gyro Wisps run around so fast. Like, it's actually so hard to, like, hit a Terrorize on them, to be honest. Like, I don't know how
I like Truffle Salt
fantastic it
draft
is.
much more, I think.
Yeah, you can tell they came in with a plan, especially with this Kunkka pick following the Magnus. And this Kunkka is going to be hitting really hard.
They're gonna do a mid Tiny versus Kunkka, it looks.
Yeah, they did that last game. I wasn't too impressed by the Tiny versus the Lina. The Lina kind of destroyed him.
What, Murana Earthshaker bot? Versus the
Yeah.
Gyro Wisp? Or top versus the Gyro Wisp? A Morphling Dark Willow.
I feel like the Morphling Dark Willow is going to get ran over. But especially if they lane like this Ogre Magnus. Like, what do they even do to those two?
Not gonna really do anything. I don't think the Willow is really good at like zoning out an Ogre. Like Ogre's just gonna stand there and tank the hits.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't do a lot of damage. She just attacks fast. Especially as a 5 without like a Null Talisman to start with. Like, she's starting with no stat items. So,
They're not really gonna have this kill potential to lane of like getting a good arrow. If they get an arrow on the Wisp, they could kill him, but I'd be worried if they go on the Gyro. Because if they commit too much, the Wisp heals them up, you know, the lane could go rough.
yeah.
I think mid should go. Tiny should win this lane, I think.
Where's the
Tiny versus
Kunkka?
Kunkka is a Tiny favorite matchup.
We're going to see a Frempo Murana. Did pretty well in the Bat Rider last game. Was kind of like
Are
their
you zoning?
their last hope in that game. But with the Bone 7 build, the drums into bots before Blink. Actually, Bone 7 just built Boots of Travel first. I don't even know. That was actually the build back in the day. It became like popular for a while.
Barrier's not too popular, is he now? Like no one really. Picks
People
that
only
hero.
pick him when he wins both side lanes normally. Like no matter who, it's usually like a last pick or in counter to a Necro pick. You just try to get the lanes right.
I'm not sure how strong the hero is. I feel like he's kind of falling off in this meta because there's like he used to be strong because he would like basically always secure like a kill, right? That's why he's always been like a top picked hero throughout like multiple metas, and I think it's because he's always had this like blink lasso or stuff. But I think there's so many ways for like it's harder to kill like heroes, right? And burst heroes
There's
because
a lot
like
more save in the game.
Aeon discs, there's
Yeah.
glimmers, there's BKBs. People are faster at popping BKBs. People buy Lincolns now. There's a bunch of more save heroes.
I think it's fair to say like just the overall evolution of the game kind of nerfed Bat Rider's whole
Yeah.
like objective purpose.
I think as people got better, I think it's just harder
Yeah.
to play Bat Rider because it's harder to like initiate and like get a kill without anyone reacting in time. And then
Yeah.
there's also like obviously meta heroes like Wyvern and Silencer. They're like fairly good against TB.
I'm gonna go grab some water really fast. I'll be right back.
Sure. So, goes back reconnected. Starting.
Power thanks.
They're gonna be sending the Morphling top. They want the Morphling versus the Gyro. Right now, Frempo's going solo bot on this Piranha. All chat from both sides. The Wisp could die here if they get a good fissure block. They're gonna block the small camp, prevent the pulls.
His hope is to block off this wave so it goes into tower, I'd assume.
See, they put the Morphling top. What do you think about this Morphling? Do you think it's gonna do better versus the Gyro than it would versus, say, the... Oh, there's action.
Ooh, nice fissure. Just gonna keep him alive. Ooh, Fairy Fire popped on Bleak already.
They're gonna deward it.
He got the deward already.
I actually like this, putting the Morphling in this offlane, but they're actually... It looks like they're swapping. They're running the Morph bot. They're gonna run this Piranha back top. I don't know how I feel about this. If you put the Morphling top, he's gonna have like a 15 damage difference between him and the Gyro, right? Because he's gonna go all strength. Or all agility. And
Yeah.
the Gyro has very low base damage. He only has 40, 44, 45. So I think putting this Morphling versus Mag and this like Ogre is like really gonna hurt them, because both of them have around 60 to 61 base damage. They both have 61 damage actually, which is more than Morph, or it's like even with Morph.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna have a rough time down here. Especially like this Dark Willow pairing. I'm not a fan. He's gonna scale up the Shadow Realm level 1 as well, which I'm actually less of a fan of, even more.
That doesn't give him any like zoning potential, right? That's basically just like you get one hit.
Like you could have just dodged that Ignite there, but he didn't. Yeah, like you really want to get this
Root
Maze.
usually, right?
Yeah, no, you want Maze level 1 always. It's like, especially as a, like, even as position 4, I think most of the time. Just because it has the potential to do more damage. Because you can hit him basically.
It does more damage actually.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm saying like it has the potential you can hit somebody twice if you're place it correctly. And also it's like more of a zoning, I feel like it's more of a zoning tool.
Yeah,
so.
I think it's much better than W.
Yeah.
But
But as a
if you-
5, I think it's like an absolute necessity. I think a lot of the
Agreed.
5 Dark Willows don't even skill up Shadow Realm till like level 4.
Because like even if you look at it, the max damage it can do, the W, the Shadow Realm, is only 90, but the Maze can deal 125, even if you only hit once, so it's already more. So mid, you're gonna see the Tiny's is doing really well. He's 8-3 versus the 5-3 Kunkka. But I think it's gonna start becoming more Tiny favorite as the lane goes on. He keeps applying some pressure. He already has a bottle on the way. The lane's going pretty well for him.
GD up in the top lane. They both have vision of it, so
Kunkka's
here
gonna
goes the
grab
run.
this.
Kunkka's gonna get it, but he actually commits the stun. He's not even gonna. Okay, that's a big. I think that's a big mistake.
Top. Gyro Wisp's doing pretty good. The lane's about even though, currently. 10-3 to 9-1. Slightly in favor of the Dire, but major.
Venom actually not scaling up the homing missile, which is kind of interesting.
I think he wanted to push the wave in,
Oh,
'cause
I
he
think
knows
it was.
there's-
I think it was because they had
Oh,
the
it was
Dark Willow.
Yeah. It was on the rune, right? He skilled up his Q.
Yeah, they
Like
had an
the-
opportunity. Yeah. So Kenny already on his last, just down to a salve, but Dark Willow's got plenty of regen.
Yeah, look at Dire. The Mag still has 3 tangos and a salve. Like they're, I feel like this lane's just gonna get harder, right? Because like they haven't done almost any damage to this Ogre. This Ogre is just full health. He like is kind of running lowish on mana, but like I don't think it matters. As this lane goes on, the Radiant doesn't get any more. No,
Top lane. Earthshaker goes down.
But the Radiant doesn't really get any tools, right, to contest this lane as the lane goes on. They just get like more damage on Morph and like a small nuke, right, in form of W. They only get like a disengage tool in the queue.
Oh, they're gonna find a kill on Bleak here. He just picked up his bottle from the secret shop, and he decided not to use his salve, so he's sitting on about 200 HP. And it costed him. But does get his bottle at 4 minutes, so pretty good timing.
It's gonna make the lane pretty easy for him now. Able to just heal up this gyro. They're gonna spam their spells out. Kanka's gonna get an arcane rune bottled. Kanka's starting to win mid actually. 26 to 18-7. Still about even, but going better for Kanka than I think it should. Patterns are coming up in 10. The Gyro Wisp is going to contest the Radiant's bounty. Things.
It looks like Radiant just wants to give up this bounty, and they're just gonna take the other one. So
Three bounties.
Yeah, they got 3 bounties off the start too. So 6 bounties to 2 bounties so far.
Already a 1k gold lead. A little rough.
Arrow comes out. It's
Off the mark.
Earthshaker stuns just don't last long enough for that kind of range on an arrow right now.
Mid, they're gonna toss Kanka back under tower. He's gonna miss the root though. They're gonna hit the torrent on the tiny.
They do have a fissure in one.
Us should die here with the fissure block. It's a big kill, I think. They slightly messed up, I think. If he hit the bramble under the tower, it would have been a lot cleaner. But
Yeah.
good kill nonetheless.
Radiant's top
But
tower is under attack.
and he getting his tower pressure now by this mag. I don't know. This like lane seems like to just get harder and harder every time I look.
Yeah. Well, he's still leading the CS.
Yeah,
charts.
he's farming, but it's not as bad.
Boat committed mid, and he's gonna get the haste rune.
He should be fine. I just salve up. Bull is probably gonna nuke this catapult out.
Top lane arrow connects onto the gyro, but the wisp can just heal him up. Uses the stick and keeps him alive. Well played.
They're gonna turn this into Earthshaker. Ogre's ported up here. Rumpo's out of leaps. He might. He's the Conquer's here too with the
Conca.
haste.
Still has X and haste. Might catch this Earthshaker
Ooh,
as
the
well.
double
Dark
maze.
Willow comes in and finds the gyrocopter, but should be able to find this kill onto Earthshaker.
The Tiny's rotated up here too. There's
Comes
a
the
bow
boat.
coming in.
That Rum should keep Grant alive.
Wisp is back now. He's gonna heal up the Conquer.
It's a real bloodbath in this top lane.
Earthshaker's gonna port mid. He's gonna get some of the XP there, but the Gyro also ported mid. Both abandon the top. Greener pastures.
They're gonna hit
Drama.
this shrine. We'll support duo shrineage. Grand actually has some really good experience this game. Already level 5. Earthshaker is as well though.
This looking about even. There's no team that I think has a really good advantage. I think both teams will have a pretty strong draft mid-late game. I think Gyro Wisp is extremely strong, so I'm very interested to see how well they play this out in the mid game. But I think Morphling can carry this game if it goes late enough. He has this like Tiny as well to like set up the mid game for him to create space. He's a Mirana and Earthshaker, so I don't
Yeah,
think
but if
any
you look at the net worth, just
Salt Dire.
Magnus is owning right now. He's having a good time. And nobody on Dire is really being contested. Everybody's just kind of having a really good game.
The Morphling, like, as well of a game he's having, right? It's not even, like, better than any Dire core. Even Gyro's doing better than this.
Yeah, I
in
think
terms
he
of network.
ferried out a lot of regen, and then he committed early for this Morbid Mask. So, he like, I feel like Treads are probably a lot better.
I think, at least buying your boots before, I think you can get away with going boots into Morbid Mask. You have enough attack speed when you're like high on the agility.
Yeah.
But, I usually see people go like sometimes double Wraith, sometimes boots first.
Is this a Kenny hero? I don't think I've ever seen him play this.
I think he's a Morphling player. He's played this hero before. I don't know if he's like a Morphling specialist, but...
So bounties are coming up now. Bleak's sitting very, very low here.
He could just get fissured. He's gonna just get ran at. He doesn't have boots on the Wisp.
40 HP. Oh,
No, he's just
he's gonna get fissured off, so...
dead. Bot. Gods, he's gonna go down to Kunkka. He's trying to contest bounties. He did get the bounty though.
We'll find the Dark Willow, but Kunkka has the rum going.
Dire's middle tower.
I should just walk it off. The Wisp is now level 6. He's got relocate up. He actually has a Tobe as well, so he's gonna be level 7 probably when he TPs back to the top lane.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a pretty good Wisp game right now. He's having a fun one.
Yeah, definitely. It's 0-3, but
Yeah, but
still,
I think
it's all about experience.
levels and gold are doing pretty well on him. Gonna go in the Earthshaker.
And they're gonna split up here, but oh, he gets rooted. Gonna get stunned, but they're not doing anything. He's actually holding the tome on the Wisp.
Yeah, I saw that. I was kind of
I
surprised.
think he's holding it for his XP talent, maybe.
Could be, but is it
I don't
is
think
it
it's
worth
really,
it to do
no,
that?
I
Isn't
don't,
it better to get the experience like earlier?
I think so, but I think especially since it's only 20%, I could understand if it was like a Warlock who gets like 60% or something. But okay, so they're gonna try to initiate. They're gonna smoke around here, but Earthshaker's just getting ran down.
2 more hits should be enough on the Wisp though. He's getting got on by this Dark
He's gonna get
Willow.
solo
Wisp is
killed.
dead.
Toss the
Toss the
Marana.
Marana.
Oh,
Played. Okay, 2 for 2. I think that favors the Radiant. They traded both supports for this Gyro Wisp duo.
yeah, I think so. Definitely worth. Some good experience for Frempo and the Marana.
He's now sitting at the top of his team's net worth at almost 4K, but still slightly behind the Dire cores. But the Dire aren't even that far ahead on their course. They're only about 100, 200 gold ahead of
The rune control from Dire has been spot
Yeah.
on.
I think it's Rune, the bounty runes that are making this game more Dire favored.
Yeah.
The Wisp is actually going to be like playing away from the Gyro now,
Allies disappear.
just jungling. But Radiant's going to pot him ult up. They're going to try to find this Wisp farming, but they might get hit by the balls. He's going to know something's happening. Oh, the Ted
Oh.
there.
That was greedy not to commit the Echo there.
The Ogre's TPing in now. This is looking pretty bad for Radiant since they didn't burst that Wisp.
A nice toss back though. Keep the Tiny alive for now, but Earthshaker's gonna pay the price here. It's actually gonna
And Willow.
didn't
I
hit the
believe.
Kunkka with the Terrorize. And that turns into a disaster.
Middle tower is under attack.
I think that's just greedy not to Echo there. You know that he could have, even if the creeps weren't there, he could have a tether target nearby.
Yeah. He's just greedy out in general on like a solo hero to not want to echo it. Especially, it's not even like a solo, right? There was creep camps there, so it would deal bonus damage.
You find that kill, and that's like probably an extra like 300 in the Earthshaker. He's probably like 600 from his blink then, but instead
They can maybe rotate bot, pressure the tier 1, but instead Dire's gonna win the fight, and they're now pressuring the Radiant tier 1 safe lane. Radiant's not defending. They're taking another smoke into the jungle. They want to find this Gyro, but he's sitting on a shrine with the Wisp.
here
TPing
comes the
in.
Wisp TPing in. They'll find the
They're gonna
Wisp.
find the Wisp. Wisp is instantly dead.
Okay,
The arrow's
arrow
gonna miss.
deflected from the little creep, but they should be able to find the kill. So
It's good smoke.
decent play.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
The Wisp TP'd in. They popped the shrine without the Wisp healing in.
They really need to take this tower off of this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dire's already pressuring. They're taking this tier 1 bot. Mag is finishing up his blink now. He hasn't
I would have liked to
finished.
seen the tiny rotate top here. I guess Kenny does some pretty good damage, but I feel like seeing if the tiny shows on the tower top like dissuades them from defending a little bit. But looks like they're
Most
gonna give it
supports
up
are gonna
anyway.
be scouted by this Kunk Illusion mid. The Ogre's TPing in. Dire's making a move. I don't know if they're gonna find anyone though.
Drums pop.
Fissure's gonna miss on the Ogre, but they're just gonna.
This works out really well for Radiant.
Space for the Morphling.
Yeah, he's starting to
Climbing
catch
up.
up now.
They're now 3rd on the net worth.
Bounties
Only
come up.
about.
Radiant's middle tower
Oh, Godsey snatches the bounty bottom, but looks like it's gonna cost him his life.
Dire's
Worth.
is under attack.
It's gonna be
As you can see-
3 bounties again, right?
Oh, Grand goes down, and now this lead it was 1k, but now it's back to 2k after that tower. Wisp picks up the boots of speed. Probably planning to play a little more of a solo game. I don't know what it's. What
Yeah,
he's
he's
thinking
been
with that.
he's been like farming jungle a lot, right? If you notice, he's been farming that like bottom tri-camp.
I've only seen him like farming twice, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
but kind of playing slightly alone, more so than like a standard Wisp gyro combo. I don't know why he'd pick up an early boots, honestly, in my opinion.
Radiant's bottom
Maybe he doesn't want to have to feel like he has to be committed to like always be tethered to this gyro, and he wants to be able to move around to fight. They're pressuring a tier 2 bot now. Raid's gonna glyph, but are they gonna? Do they want to port and defend this? I feel like they should, but I don't think they can.
could be a battle on this invis rune here.
tower is under
Kunko wants it, and he's gonna get it with the phase boots. But Tiny's actually gonna port all the way back to base. I guess that's okay. He wants to fill his bottle. And the Moonlight Shadow comes out, and the TP comes in from the Kunkka. They want to set up on this Morphling.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
He's gonna waveform away. He's got. They could catch him here if they get TPs, but Kunkka's gonna run. I'm really confused why he didn't X him there. But there's a fight going down bottom at the same time. MJW gets rooted up, and he's gonna go down. So this game all of a sudden looking pretty good for Radiant.
Yeah, Morph is gonna
Link's picked up by the ES.
pick up his Dragonlance as well. I think. Yeah, he's getting his Dragonlance delivered on chicken. Now tankier, he's like slightly stronger, but he's being hunted by the Kunkka. Ooh, that was really nice. I think he didn't hit the creep. He like knew something was happening. Oh, he had a ward. They didn't even have a ward on Kunkka. He could just like kind of feel.
Did he hear it? Or like what happened?
I don't think you hear from the high ground. Fog?
Radiant's top tower is under
Not too sure. I think he kind of just
Maybe the boat came out a little faster than the torrent. Like
Yeah,
he
I
torrented,
believe
then
so.
boated, then the boat showed, so you waveformed away before the torrent
Yeah.
landed. I'd assume.
regardless. Good gank dodge by the.
They
Morph.
want us
That
to do
would've been
something
really
with this
bad.
blink. They used their last smoke, I presume.
The solo smoke on the Earthshaker though. They're gonna miss the low ground ward with that sentry.
They're pretty clumped right here, though. If they could find this.
They're initiating on the gyro.
There's the Echo.
on
It's
two.
looking pretty good.
is under attack.
2 sets of drums picked up. Oh, RP comes out onto the Morphling, who is a Kunkka. Relocate comes in and a buyback from Venom. They should be able to find this kill on Monster, but Kenny with the body box
Nice
helping out his
terrorize.
brother. Gyro's committing onto this Dark Willow. He's going to stun him up and actually survive.
Ooh,
The
the
arrow's going
arrow.
to connect. They're going to turn it back around, and that's a dieback
Arrow's
for the
dead.
Gyrocopter. All of a sudden sending him to the bottom of the core net worths.
Whoa, that is not good at all. This gyro just died twice.
Dire's bottom
Now 2, 6, and 2.
Now 3 of the 4 of the top 4 networks belong to Radiant.
Yeah, Radiant now is a gold lead. I think for the first time in this game, correct?
Yeah.
I think this gyro isn't playing um like as
I feel like
greedy
the
as he
gyro
should.
wisp are like not in sync.
Yeah, I feel like he should be playing more greedy with this wisp, and they should be farming together. Make sure
Because the
this
wisp could
wisp
be
get
like level
levels.
11, 12 by now, in my opinion. He does pick up to level 10 now,
Gonna get the
just in time to
XP, I
get the
believe.
tome.
Are fortified.
We'll get the XP.
DD rune, he does count it out. And they're looking to set up on a Dark Willow with the
Yeah,
Moonlight
Mirana
Shadow
ult.
comes out. Sentry drop by Grant. Okay, arrow.
I think the Dark Willow's
Oh.
just dead here.
Rum's gonna come off. Dark Willow's gonna go down. Gyro's farming Ancients during this though. Oh,
Ooh,
but
the
Tiny's
combo.
gonna jump in and find the kill.
Gyro's
on the
dead again?
Gyro. Gyro's having a rough one.
MJW wants to make a play on this Tiny. RP in 8 seconds. There's a nice
Oh,
fissure.
nice jump in from the
Ooh.
Earthshaker. Gonna be able to turn it. Finds a double stun.
Nice.
They'll finish up all these big creeps of this ancient stack. Oh, whoa.
This is looking all radiant for the past couple minutes, and this Morphling, look at him, he's just farming. He's pressuring. Gonna get a tier
Ooh.
2.
Earthshaker fissures off the Tiny from being able to farm the ancients here. He'll finally get through.
And then they're gonna block the Ancients after with a ward.
Just outside of the Dire Sentry range.
I think the way the Dire has to come back is I think this Gyro and Wisp need to start playing together. I think they need to start playing greedier on the bot side of the map, applying pressure now that there's no tier 2, so that there's going to be tier 3 damage being dealt.
I feel like
And,
that's where they should be. They should just be pushing
yeah.
out bottom, farming this area with the ward up, and then
I-
just reloading in when fights
Yeah,
happen.
I think they also need to use this reload. I don't think I've seen a single reload this game.
He reload by himself to that top fight by the top bounty rune.
The one where Gyro died twice?
Yeah.
Ah, that fight.
But that's the only one I've seen.
Yeah. Alright, they're gonna mess up the toss on the Gyro. He's gonna live, but... Well...
The Wisp, good news is the Wisp does have like a pretty good net worth, but
Yeah, he almost is a mech. They're running at bot.
holy cow, it's a 5k gold lead now. They might find this Tiny.
Tiny's dead and the Kunkka,
They
but
do
the
have the
Gyro
Moonlight
Wisp
Shadow,
here.
and there's no more detection. Oh, they have a sentry down.
The
So
Tiny's gonna go down to this Gyro Wisp. Dark Willow should go down. Will. Alright, just reset it.
But-
Dire takes a pretty good fight. They take out the Tiny, they take out the Wisp. They do lose their
Kenny
Ogre,
is still
but-
just skyrocketing.
Morphling. Is just having the freest game of his life. He's just sitting top. Playing the way, I think that the Gyro and the Wisp should be playing, but on the other side of the map. I think they should just be hitting creeps and then only come to fights when the reload's off cooldown. Like, look at this Wisp. He's just, again, like, farming. Like, he's setting up for the Gyro, but, like, they're not even, like, tethered, right? Feels like, they're not playing to the strength of this combo as much as they should be. I think Earthshaker might want to make a play on this Ogre, but I don't know if he has the damage to kill him. I decide better and back off.
Dire's
Ogre's
gonna
gonna
move
TP
towards
out.
this Dark Willow.
I think Dark Willow just dies here.
So I think Dire's kind of just they want to wait now for this level 15 Wisp.
Yeah, that's a huge, like
That's
increase
where I
in
think they
damage on the
can
Gyro.
decide whether like I think that's when they can start making plays. But Gyrocop's
Int-
actually going drums into Satanic.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
just.
he's actually
I
not
was
gonna have that
gonna
much
bring that up.
damage.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think it lets him tank up, right? And but I don't think Satanic's super value item if you don't have like the damage to back it up with the lifesteal, right? Going it like as your first major item when you only hit for what 140 damage? I don't know. Doesn't seem it'll do much, even if he gets a good Satanic off in the fight.
Okay, so the Wisp picked up the boots because he just wants to go grieve, so he just decided he'd pick up the boots earlier, which is fine. I usually just like buy them later, but that's,
Yeah, it makes sense.
that seems fine with the way he's been playing.
The Radiant are controlling the Dire jungle now.
Like, he's just like never tethered to this gyro. He just waits until the fight breaks out and then tethers.
I think the issue with that is that you can't double tether in a fight, right? Like break the tether and then tether again.
Yeah.
I think is necessary. They're gonna TP down. Do you want to jump into one of the team speaks?
Yeah, let's go to Radiant's Discord right now.
Yeah, Black Sheep.
Do we see Gyro anywhere?
Watch out for RP, watch out for RP.
Kunkka's gonna be
Don't clump up, it's just an ogre, don't clump up.
There's a Kunkka on
Alright, I
top.
think they're all like Kunkka's invis or maybe just back.
I'm out of
They're
center.
looking, they're
Shadow
looking, they're
wait,
looking.
They're right there, they're right there.
I have
That's
nothing.
Magnus too.
Not here?
Hey, right here, right here, right here.
Kill the Kunga, kill the
I can
Kunga,
toast you,
kill the
I can
Kunga.
toast you, I can toast you, I can toast you. Stunning.
Watch out for RP, RP's still available.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go.
Help more, help more.
I'm getting in there. Alright,
I got it, I
they're
got
running.
it.
I'm coming.
here.
Keep
3
3
seconds
seconds.
on my phone.
Alright,
Gyro if we can.
3 seconds.
Dust.
Dust, anybody?
I have
Nice,
not
nice.
Okay.
Oh, it's you have a fucking Shadow Amulet or a Shadow Blade?
And they both have
tower.
different ones. Agnes? I'm
I'm
TPing
tipping,
for the
I'm
bounty.
tipping top for
Okay.
bounties.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
I have BKB.
Alright, another great fight for Radiant. And
Yeah.
this bounty room's still here. Darkwill is going to find both of the bounties top. Hopefully they discover this bounty rune here.
Yeah, that was really good. And yeah, the Earthshaker is gonna see the bounty.
Oh,
He's gonna
come
pick it
on.
up. That's 4 bounties for Radiant, right? No, 3. The Kunkka got one before he died.
Oh, here comes the reload, and Radiant splits up a little bit. This might cost him. Still no level 15 on Wisp. Should get it here. He does get it.
Alright, that's played I think that was them being a little too, overconfident. They just won this fight. They were like, hey, we have the ability to pressure this tower, and they weren't respecting this reload, but Earthshaker's gonna find the Wisp. Does he have the damage? He might
He
have
has
the
the
Echo. He will. Come at the Echo. He's gonna blink TP out.
Should be okay.
Good play. Morphling, he was so strong in that fight. He walked
They
up
committed
towards
RP.
3.
Yeah.
They committed RP. He got the morph off before the RP. They didn't have the damage to kill him, and the RP was over. And they were just their entire team was just scared of this Morphling because he turned into Gyro with flat cannon. Really scary. Now working
This
up
is just
for
a
a
classic
Scotty
Venom build right here. Just drums into Satanic.
to a butterfly. I'm surprised he's not buying the more common gyro items. I think like maybe a Yasha would have been worth it.
I think BKB is
Maelstrom,
super good this
I think
game.
BKB. I feel like a Maelstrom's also very good this game with the Wisp combo. I feel like that's
Yeah.
always a huge DPS increase whenever you have this Wisp on your team. But Wisp finally, he hits level 15. He's got the Ags talent, so this gyro's going to be hitting harder. But I think that means that they have to start playing together way more and focusing on moving as a unit. Mid, the Dire was shadow bladed up. They're gonna be playing as like 3, I believe. The Mag, the Kunkka, and the Ogre, and they're gonna want to reload in. But they're not really gonna find
They just
anything.
keep breaking the tether over and over again.
Gyro's getting gone on. The
He's
tether's
broke
broken.
again.
You're gonna find the
Guess
Wisp
it's
though.
okay.
On the other side of the fight,
They
Radiant's
might
gonna
find
run
the
away.
Wisp here. Oh, the tether through. It's gonna scout out the Tiny.
They find the Earthshaker too with the skewer.
So Tiny gets some good damage though down, but it doesn't look like Morph's actually working on killing Ush here. They'll find the
Ush is
Kunkka,
dead.
but it will cost them their Tiny.
Yeah, the Earthshaker's gonna live. He's gonna cut the next wave, I believe. He might just actually TP out. He's too scared. Ush goes down to. Was it just a solo, or did he get arrowed?
He got arrowed, but I think
Oh.
he would have been soloed if the arrow. I mean, I think it was like a one-on-one, and then an arrow came later.
Alright,
But I think
Dire's
Morphin
gonna
is
walk
already
into a
winning.
Roche pit. And Radiant sees them. Radiant's 2 wards, so they
Yeah,
might
they
just
have
throw
an
a
Echo
terrorize.
Slam.
They're all dead.
Okay.
Gonna turn into maybe Gyro?
They still have RP though. Arrow connects onto the Magnus.
Jump is gonna
BKB
jump
Mirana
in.
jumps
BKB.
in.
Oh no,
Okay,
Kenny's
RP
gonna go
comes
down.
out. How the hell did Kenny die?
I think he just got rocketed and got bursted down during the rocket duration. Or did he get RP'd?
No, Mirana got solo RP'd.
I
Oh,
think he.
Kenny gets arrowed here. Or, not Kenny. Venom. Okay,
Kenny's gonna fly
buyback
back,
committed
though.
from the Morphling.
Gyro's
They're gonna try to
not
burst the
dead.
Gyro,
He got
but
his
Bleach is
Satanic
just
off.
healing him up. He got the Satanic off.
This is looking so
The
good
skewer
for
comes
Dire.
out. Echo.
Echo. Kenny's finally turned into Gyro, but is he just
Kenny's
dead
in,
again?
but he didn't morph strength again here. And they're gonna find Roche. So it is all of a sudden just Dire's
And he
game
just
now.
died back. Still top of the network.
Bounties
but
come up as well. And the
They
40
called
move
GG.
speed talent comes out. They just, okay. They just GG'd out. So that is game 2 going the way of Truffle Salt as they take a 2-0 victory after a nice comeback. Took advantage of the Gyro Wisp level 15 timing and just turned the game. And it was looking really, really good for Black Sheep, but it could not handle the pressure. I don't know. I guess the Satanic first Gyro was the play.
He got the Satanic off and the Ags let him get hits off even while he was stunned.